These aren't the first British troops to ever step foot here, but they are the first to arrive in Eastern Europe since the crisis in Ukraine began. And they're being met with open arms. Estonia, like Ukraine, was once a Soviet satellite state. They're nervous and they want reassurance.
Maybe it sense that Estonia is not alone and our allies will be with us if needed.
And that's important at this time?
I think it's always important.
It's going to be a really good exercise, I think.
Should the Russians be worried?
Well, I doubt it. We've got nothing to do with them. We're just working with the conscripts and the Estonians.
But the Welcoming Committee and the presence of the Defence Secretary suggests this is more than just training, though they are just a few compared with the thousands of Western troops positioned in Europe during the Cold War. And few when compared to the massive Russian military build-up here doing their own training on Ukraine's eastern border. NATO has stepped up its air patrols of its eastern borders. 4 RAF Typhoons are the latest warplanes to arrive in the Baltics, ready to intercept Russian bombers as they did just 1 week ago off northern Scotland. But there's no desire for conflict, only to stop the instability spreading.
We're all worried about what's happening in the Ukraine, and the point of our reinforcement of the Baltic air policing and our dispatch of additional troops to exercises in Estonia is to make very clear that we will stand by our commitments to our NATO allies.
Britain and NATO say this is about reassurance, not provocation. But it's difficult to see how this increased military presence will calm rising tensions.
This military build-up is not on the same scale as the Cold War era, but it does have worrying echoes of the past, and no one knows how this will end. Jonathan Beale, BBC News, Cholet Air Base.